they got to give you some money right now. They got to go in debt. Why? Because they done messed around so long and so much, and you're so into that they got to give you. If they don't give you money, the America's gonna blow up. They got to give money. They can't. Hey, you got to give them folks some money, or they're gonna get hungry. When they get hungry, they're gonna start looking around. Look at the animal world. If a lion is well fed, he done ate up everything. He lay back, almost rolling on his back, legs up in the air, licking his tongue, right? Licking his chops. Oh, happy days here again. What about when he get hungry? A deer, when he's all fed, they know he's fed, so they can walk right on by. Hey, what's going on there, Mr. Lion? But when that boy is hungry, his eyes is big, he's smelling everything, just like when you're fasting. You know, you can smell everything when you're fasting, right? And you irritable too. You, sucker, who you talking to, right? That's the way. That's natural. But what about when you break your fast? Oh, you come in here all mad looking, then you be laughing. So man, y'all got to keep the noise down, right? You just happy when you break your fast. That's the animal part of us. The lion and everything else, this carnivorous, has the same custom. When they well fed, they all right. These boys here, they're getting hungry. And they're going to devour whatever they can. So this is an American horror story. Planned event series. I'll move toward a close with this. Donald Trump and Mukhtar. They're almost the same. Yes, they are. You wouldn't believe it, but I do. I'll tell you how. No, Donald Trump won't quit. Whoever hired him, first of all, Donald Trump squandered everything his daddy left him. That's why he's broke. Everybody knows he's broke. Not everybody. Some people think he's got money. You can see how he behaved. He ain't got no money, right? If he had money, he wouldn't be hustling, telling everybody, hey, help me go against these people. They done stole the election. Why? He need that money, to keep living like he lived. Who's going to have 51 cases in court that he ain't going to pay nobody for helping him on one of his buildings? 51 cases. That's when he first came in. Who could have asked more cases than I had? Okay. So Donald Trump squandered everything he had. But he keeps coming back over and over again. It makes it look like he has discipline and self-control. It's not discipline and self-control. It's desperation. Mukhtar, everything they have him to do, he do it even out in front. One, they made a mistake. Once we punch this guy 2 or 3 times, he's going to quit. It's human nature. He's going to fold up and go home. He's going to say, it's too much, too many, right? And it's not correct. The more they do, the more we just focus in. So with all the stuff Donald did, with what he did here recently, it just came out with everybody. Everything they did with us, in fact, maybe tomorrow at Juma, we can start with, remember, on the computer, do you have when I was assaulted at the Masjid?
Yeah, you want to play that?
Yes, indeed, when I start off, sure. Then look at Mukhtar standing there. What it is? Desperation. He got in and did one thing. He haven't quit. He haven't left. Well, we just do another. Pretty soon, they in too deep, right? And they can't do nothing to you because everybody's watching. So if your car run off a cliff, they'll know who run it off. Think about it. If you come up martyred, then everybody will read all of your stuff. Well, you got any of them videos, Imam Musa? Even if there's only 3 floating around, they'll find them. And they'll listen to them. Then they'll go, like it talked about in search of knowledge, they'll become a commodity, right? You have any old tapes or anything, Imam Musa, and they'll start becoming valuable. Just like Malcolm's stuff was becoming valuable, right? Imagine how many of them they got rid of. Oh yeah, they got rid of. If you didn't believe it, you should have seen his notebooks and all that stuff. His daughter left his stuff in a locker, one of them old, not a locker room, you know, them old storage places. And just like I have all these notebooks, Malcolm X did too. They sold them off to somebody, and then they said, no, that stuff is too valuable. They some kind of way got them back, and I saw a lot of the outlines in the Washington Post of all places. Okay, we'll speed it up. Donald Trump and Mukhtar are the same kind of person. They just both been trapped by their own foolishness. Believe me, they are similar in behavior and similar in ignorance, except Mukhtar never had nothing. And he believed the white man. The white man told him, you cut that nigga's throat and you're gonna be somebody. That's what the white man told him. You can see it on his face. He said, nigga, you're gonna be somebody. We're gonna make you big. All you gotta do is bring down Big Johnny, Big Bobby, or whoever you think it is. Just bring him down. And that's the way, remember when I talk about these flat-footed police? This is the kind of person that is. You know, you've seen him on TV. I'm gonna bring you down, big guy, because he's got the police department behind him. And he believes in his heart he's gonna bring the people down. He made a mistake. He was watching that dumb TV. We got no TV. This is not. In the old days, if we was a common Negro, it would have been true. Abdul Malik, Mukhtar, all the coons in the. Okay, we're acting saintly. That's right, saintly. Got to get back to our saintly program. Then I will say, this is saintlyism, you know. We have to forgive those who trespass against us. Okay, planned event series, Donald Trump, Mukhtar. FBI, Iran, Musa silenced. Now, no psychological warfare. Okay, we'll pass that. Decline panic management. Panic management, we talked about that a little bit. Okay. Well, we saying on this side that this is a type of crack cocaine management too. This is what you can see it. You don't have to ask nobody. Just look, turn on, when you get home, turn on the TV. I haven't been watching too much of it lately. I've been writing mostly. But it's crack management. Donald Trump is using crack management. He probably smoking it. And then he show everything. He was playing golf the other day, big old red face, and he picking up weight. He was so mad. You know, you didn't vote me back. He didn't cut everybody's throat in the world, and he's mad. You got to be a megalomaniac. He's mad because you didn't vote. You didn't vote for me. After all I did for you, that's what he's thinking. I'm telling you. Hey, man. Don is the perfect one to hire for a suicide mission. The only ones that know about is a suicide mission is all of them out there. And Don don't know. They didn't send him on a suicide mission. He can't make it back. Don can't make it back. And the people with him, what they doing now? They jumping off the boat. They said, Don, you take yourself down. I'm not going with you. Would you turn just a pinch of heat? We're going to close off. Okay. We talked about the B team or A team, the Democrats, women, blacks, Mexicans, Buttigieg, and all of them. The B team is the one reacting to them, right? But they know what they're doing. They're just making these white folks mad. the B team. They're reacting to everything from men losing power, dope fiends, and just the historical process. The last thing I'd like to say is it would make a difference whether all this is happening or not. The historical process that Allah shines on one group of people for, they don't know how long, but Allah knows how long. And they're going to be exchanged for another people. Right. And then Allah says He give you this to see how you deal with it. It's not so Allah will know. Allah already know what you're going to do. But there's the only thing that's for sure in the universe is change. And they get a chance to run things. What? To see how they become. And they become who they are, America. Now, China is getting its chance. China's in Africa. China's everywhere else. China. But you can see this China is not the one that helped build the Trans Am Railway 50 years ago. You can see the little bit of arrogance and a little bit of, let's call it Chinese colonialism, and they patting themselves on the back because when they looked at Africa, nobody was paying attention to Africa. And they got there first. That's the way it is when you're coming up. When you're coming up, you can do almost anything you're still coming up. But when it's time for you to go down, there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop the decline. No brakes. It ain't no decline brakes. And remember what we said in all of our articles, that we want to play a part in, what did we call it? We want to play a special part in ascending the decline of America. That's one of the things. Escalating the decline of America. Okay. You know what we didn't pray for? Another slip of something or other. We're doing it now though. We didn't pray that all the Negroes be ready for the decline and we come in an organized way. Slip of it, just didn't do it. Now we're paying for that, not stupidity, but you know, you gotta see, Allah know what we want, but Allah may answer your prayer. This is what you prayed for. Wasn't that what you prayed for? Like for a while, there was some nice ladies here. They was praying for little babies. Oh, I just wish I had a baby. Then they get a couple of babies, and they all sad. I even gave a khutbah. I said, y'all should have prayed for self-serving babies. They change their own diapers, right? They go get their milk from the store and heat it up or whatever they do. Or they suck on their own breasts. You should have prayed for self-serving babies, right? They didn't pray for. They prayed for beautiful little babies, and Allah gave them to them. Then they had to change all them diapers. They was up all night, and the babies got old and didn't pay no attention. You know, them babies grew up to them Negroes and talking crazy. And they told mama, but I'm your dear mother. Shoot, I'm a modern teenager. Y'all thought y'all knew everything when you was 16 or 17. We know everything when we 11 or 12. Right? Shoot, this is a modern nigga now. I mean, we know what we talking about. Right? That's the way. Okay, anyway, that was a short oversight, and Allah know we, because there's no petition between the oppressed and Allah, as the hadith. So anyway, these are this is just simple. You can remember all of this. But these are kind of like, and this is that, yeah. Okay. So any questions or comments or anything?
Well, brother did message you yesterday asking for your input on what you thought about, because this was when he just popped off downtown.
Right.
When
Right.
I remember the context. I saw it on social media. But he was saying that he believes that the people scaling the wall were ex-military. That's what the comment was on it.
Okay. Okay. About that, first of all, uh, I don't want to repeat everything, but just suppose you know how they did with Negro Lives Matter, Antifa, all of them people. If you would have run up to the Capitol, they would have blew them people away. Was that the right one?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they would have blew them people away. Okay.